Друзья, прямо сейчас у нас будет выступать ведущий международный эксперт по бизнес-стратегии, эффективному нетворкингу и формулам успешных взаимоотношений. Совладелец 6 успешных бизнесов, таких как MeetPartners, Global Club, MeetSpeakers, Global Mastermind, ChallengeMe, Visa Global, сооснователь более 20 компаний в России и за рубежом. Наставник более 1000 стартапов, приглашенный профессор разных университетов в России и Сингапуре. Дамы и господа, у нас человек, который, на самом деле для бизнес-среды, для людей, которые любят обучаться и периодически посещают подобного рода мероприятия, человек знакомый, человек известный для многих даже, вполне возможно, кто-то его уже слышал. А вы знаете, кто будет дальше? Поднимите, пожалуйста, руку. Кто знает, кто сейчас будет выступать? А теперь оставьте его держать те, кто знают этого человека. Так, отлично. Знают те люди, которые с ним пришли, я так понимаю, да? Вы рядышком, я понял. Хорошо. Друзья, ну что, мы готовы? Скажите, пожалуйста, как готовность? I see. Okay. Dear ladies and gentlemen, just a few words in English. Just a few words. Right now, we are going to start networking session, life hack for the participants of Startup Village. And our main speaker today is, дамы и господа, встречайте, Гил Petersil.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Hello.
Привет, Startup Academy, Startup Village. Hello, yes, very good. So they asked me to have some fun with you guys, and they asked me to see if I can help you meet the people you want to meet. I understand that quite a few of you speak English, so that's cool. So I'm going to slow down. And if I'm speaking too fast at one point, just do this. Can we practice? Can you do this? Good. That means slow down, Gil. We want to listen to you in English without the perivochik. So today, my objective is to give you a couple of insights, a couple of life hacks for the next few days, and to make sure you leave this session with a few new connections. Can you tell me why you came to this event? Why'd you come? Networking, okay. To find investors. What else? New knowledge. Very good. What else? Get a job. Interesting. Honesty. I like that. Okay, good. What else? It is a good place to get a job. To listen. No, you didn't come here to listen to my lecture. Come on. Thank you. That's cool. I like that. She needs to get a gift. There you go. For people who I like, you get Tic Tacs. Very good for networking. Okay. Ooh, in the coffee. Nice. Why else did you come? To listen to new business ideas. Very, very good. What else? Give me something else. Go a little bit deeper. To find new partners, that's good. That's, open. Finding partners in life is not easy. What else? To find clients. Okay, don't look for clients. That's not nice. People here don't want to be sold. They want to connect with you. Don't look for clients. Look for interesting people that you want to get to know better. Build more relation. Maybe they will become a client in the future. Don't look for clients. That's not nice. People don't want to be sold. Это плохо networking, да? When you sell and sell. That's not good. Networking is building relationship. Медленно, шаг, and then есть все возможно, Whatever you want is there. Anything else? Anybody come here to meet some robots? Anybody come here to meet politicians? Anybody come here to be inspired maybe? Like, where's the world going? What's the newest and best technology? So I've been working with Skolkovo for a lot of years, both Skolkovo Foundations and Skolkovo Management School. And for me personally, I'm always inspired, which is the main reason I'm here. I came into Moscow for 24 hours. I'm flying in 6 hours. I'm flying to Portugal. I got a massive event there as well. But I believe in this event for one reason. It attracts very good quality people. This is a compliment to you right now. This is a very important compliment. Because most of you in this room are either Russians or somehow from the SNG, which means being around good quality people is sometimes challenging. You have to where are the good-looking people? Which event do I go to? Which business club? Where do I go to find good quality people? Right here. So for the next 45 minutes or so, I want to show you how easy it truly is to connect with good quality people over the next 2 days and how you can then follow up with them. And what happens after is completely up to you. So if you're interested in meeting good quality people today, raise your hands. This is interesting. I'm going to ask that question again because not everyone heard me. If you're interested in meeting good quality people, raise your hands. Keep your hands up. This is very interesting. Wait, look around. Not everyone raised their hands. Do you know why? One, they're like, okay, what is this loud American gonna teach me now? I know everything, you know? This is number one reason. I am not American. Da? You know where I'm from? Israel. Very good. Do you know where I live? Где сейчас я живу? Wow, молодец, huh? You're like a follow. Do you know where is my home? Where's my wallet? Passport? Okay, yeah. Very good. I like it. No, it's research. It's very cool. So many of you didn't raise your hands when I asked you if you want to meet good quality people. This is an internal block you have, and this is not your fault. I've been doing this in Russia now for 10 years. So today I'm going to give you two options. You can either have this man right here. This man is the Israeli. I was born in Israel and I lived there for the first 10 years of my life. I get to the point. I'm going to tell you things that might hurt you. I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm going to tell you things about Russians that Russians really want to know, but they never tell each other. This is this guy. This guy, he lived in Canada for 10 years. And then he lived in England for 10 years. He's very nice. Customer service, friendly. He'll give you good content. He'll make you connect with some people, but he's not going to piss you off. He's not going to touch you where it hurts because Russians are very pride people. They're very, very proud, especially the men. I'm very, very serious Russian men. You know, don't tell me something bad about my country. What you need to understand is that I believe in this country more than most of the Russians you know. I've invested 10 years of my life. All of my employees and all of my businesses are in Russia except one that's in Singapore right now. Thousands and thousands of my clients have been Russians and still are. My wife is Russian. И когда нужно, я могу по-русски тоже. But I don't practice it enough because I've never been a good student. Even English is my third language. I never learned English in school. All of you did. All of you studied English for maybe 6, 8 years. Not one day did I ever study English in school. But I loved connecting with people. So this is your choice. Put your fingers up and choose this man or this man. Who do you want to listen to today? Hands up. Hands up, hands up, fingers up. Come on, come on, come on. Interaction. Ну, серьезно. Ну, почему сейчас еще раз? Энергия нету. Ну, серьезно, где телефон? If you don't want to give me your energy, leave. Seriously. If you have no energy to give another human being, you're the worst networker in the world because you just want to take energy from people. Open yourself up. I'm going to give you a lot of energy if you want me to. Most people pay me to give them energy. But if you're not willing to exchange, then you're not a very good person. You just want to take people's energy. You're not a good networker at all. I don't want to talk to you. And within 10 seconds I'm talking to you, I will stop the conversation and walk away. Because there is some people in the world, and they don't know it, that they just suck energy. So we're going to make sure to learn about that today. Who do you want? This guy or this guy? Come on. Raise your hands. Tell me. Who wants this guy? Okay. Who wants the Canadian, British guy? Oh, wait. This is interesting. Wait, look. Who wants the Canadian guy who lived in England for 10 years and he's all like nice like the Queen? Raise your hands. It's very interesting. Look around you. So these people in life, they don't take risks. These people in life don't go out networking enough because they're afraid of failure. These people in life don't want to be told the truth because the truth might actually set you free. People are afraid to hear what they shouldn't know. This guy, I'm sorry, he's not available today. He's on a call right now. He's in a conference. So this guy is going to talk to you guys for the next 30 minutes now, and maybe that guy will come in. So I will say some things that I have learned about Russians and some things that Russians have told me. Gil, this is how Russians are. So I hope that I'm not going to hurt any of your feelings today. And if I do, I don't mean to hurt you. I'm being honest and open. But again, let me repeat, I love this country. I know what's amazing about you. And when I travel the world, and I travel a lot, and I get on stages about 100 times a year, I only say good things about Russians. But to Russians, I need to tell you what you need to know. So let me tell you about networking, because Russians are incredibly good at networking. You're one of the only cultures in the world that has svyazi. And svyazi is this deep connection of trust and banya and vodka and just shooting and fishing and wow. But then on this side, you have the strangers. And you're very bad at that. Because of your history and your cultures, stranger is a potential enemy. You don't trust strangers very easily, but for some reason, you trust svyazi so much. How many people in this room know someone who's done business with a family member or a friend and it went bad? Everyone raise your hand, seriously. We're in Russia, okay? No, it's not funny. One of the highest points in the world of families breaking up because of business. One of the highest in the world, Russia. Families break up. Yeah, so doing business with svyazi is not always good. You don't need to do business with your friends. In Russia, it's one of the only cultures in the world that people set up a business and let me invite my friends into this business. They have no qualifications. They don't compliment you. They can't really do the job, but you think you trust them. And a year later, you close the project and you're never friends with this person again. So today, we're going to bypass that. Today, we're going to see how we can actually build relationships that would help you grow a business, that would help you find passions in life, that would help you build the sort of relationships in life where you're surrounded by a new svyazi. You're surrounded by mentors. You're surrounded by people who believe in you. So here's another question. How many of you would love to maybe have 2 or 3 new people in your immediate circle in life? Your immediate circle is these 7 to 8 people who are around you. People who you speak to a lot, people who you read about them, you follow them, you model them. These 7 people around you. How many of you are completely happy with your 7 people closest to you? Raise your hands. So if you'd like, you could leave right now. I have nothing to tell you and I have nothing to teach you. Sorry. If you are happy, completely happy with the 7 people closest to you, then you don't see potential of true growth in life. True growth is not about I can do it. True growth and scaling in business, and I know because I scale businesses. I do this with governments. I do this with any level of corporations. About scaling, it's not about I can do it. It's about a co-creation. Why is Skolkovo organizing this event? Because they know that if you come together, you will co-create. You will partner up with the right people and bigger things can happen because alone, we can't really do much in life. And I'm actually happy for you to challenge me. I don't believe you have done anything alone in your life. I can't mention to you one thing that I have accomplished completely alone in my life. Anyone want to challenge me here? Russians always challenge me here. Come on. Tell me one thing you've done completely alone. An achievement. Completely alone. Please. You get 2 minutes if you mention something. 2. You're thinking is like, I gotta say something, I want mints. Okay, go for it. Say again? So you won 4 times in physical, that's amazing. And you did it completely alone. No trainer, no coach, no team. Nothing, alone. No parents to motivate you. No team to support you. No government to sponsor you. Alone. No, man. No, don't bullshit me, man. Especially when it comes to sports, someone sets the records, someone sets a standard, and if you're in sports, you want to beat that standard. So you have a role model. This is like a mentor. They said, can you do better than this? And you're like, yes, I can. And you don't usually do it alone. You do it by learning from others. You get motivated by others. You have a coach that supports you maybe. Anybody else? But that's a nice try. You tried, man. You got 1 for trying. Good. Anybody else want to try? That you've done something alone, maybe in business, maybe in life, something you've achieved completely alone. Yeah, nice. Thank you. Microphone. It's okay. I can hear you.
Yeah. I haven't done this yet, but I think only death that you could make alone.
It's very interesting. So actually, that is, no, but this is a very, very deep answer. It has a lot of truth to it, and because I'm a very spiritual person, I'm not getting into that conversation that even death is not truly alone, in my opinion. That's my opinion. I'm going to give you a mint because we're not going to get into spirituality, that I actually believe that when you die, someone actually holds you by the hand and takes you somewhere else. That's my belief, yeah? But we're not going to get into that. That's a whole different level of networking, which I work with a lot of people in the world who speak about networking in a different level of human frequencies. Any engineers in this room? Yeah, so all humans, all plants, and all animals project frequencies. Yeah, there's an energy. Why is a small zebra, they don't go and talk to the lion. Hey, let's network, lion, because there's a frequency, there's an energy that they know. This lion will eat me. Don't talk to them. There's some plants, there's some bugs that are afraid of some plants. There's animals that could live together. There's the remora fish. It's a small fish that lives on the body of a shark its whole life. Because the shark is like Krisha, protecting you, the whole time. And everything that small remora fish is, he cleans the shark, so they live together. There's a bee and a flower. They need each other. So we are co-creators, and these human frequencies, this energy that we have, could actually be adjusted. Which means if you're someone who's tired when it comes to networking, it's actually quite easy to move away from being an introvert to being someone who actually understands the value of being a little bit more positive. I was born an introvert, and I'll always be an introvert in my life. But about 20 years ago, I understood that it's a very big challenge. I needed to make more money to help my mom because they got a divorce with my dad, and she needed money. And as an introvert, I found it very difficult to go and talk to people. And also, I was new in England when I was 20 years old, and I really wanted to meet women. Very honestly, I wanted to have sex. I was new in the country. I didn't have any friends. There was no Facebook, yeah? I needed to somehow meet women. And the introvert inside of me could not talk to women. So I understood that I could change something in me. And I started to study what it really means. So we're going to try something right now. I'm going to give you some of my time today. How much time do I have? Beautiful. Wow, we have plenty of time. How many of you have set goals for 2019? You said 50 goals. Good for you, man. Do you want another mint, or you're just excited about life? That's cool, man. I like it. Good. I'm interested actually for you to share those 3 goals with a few people very soon. So a lot of people set goals. That's great. You're achievers. Majority of the world, I'm talking about 90% of the world, does not write goals. If you don't write goals, they're not really goals. They're just dreams. They're wishes. Networking and goals come very much together because in order to achieve more in life, we need to build those right relationships. Would you agree with me that some of the greatest things you've achieved in life is because maybe someone helped out? Someone opened the door, someone made an introduction, someone got you that job, someone got you that investor meeting. Do you agree with me? Okay, it's a majority. Again, some people are like, okay, what is this American trying to sell me now? I have nothing to sell you. I have no interest in selling you anything. I don't want to do business with you unless you have something of really great offer to talk about. I'll be in the back for an hour later on talking to you. So this is what we're going to try. I'm going to prove something to you right now. I'm going to give you exactly 5 minutes of my time. When I say stop, your challenge is to see how quickly you become quiet. Because if you're networking with someone and suddenly there is an event starting or a speaker starting or that speaker needs to go, you need to learn how to end a conversation quickly. It's a discipline. In these 5 minutes, I'm going to ask you to do 3 simple things. Number 1 is see around you some people that you don't know. So if you're sitting next to someone you know, don't talk to them. Talk to complete strangers, just for 5 minutes. I'd like to ask you to be in a group of 4 or 5 people. Not 3 people and not 6 people. Wait, you see some people are leaving like, no. I'm an introvert. I'm not talking to strangers. It's not easy. I'm getting to the point. I believe in breakthrough moments. I believe in no water, no blah, blah, blah. Let me prove something to you, and then I'll tell you how and why it works. I need to show you proof right away. So if you're an introvert, if you don't like networking, I get it. Give me these 30 minutes and let's show you something unbelievable that your competitors are currently using. People who you want to be like, they're using that. So you're going to be in a group of 4 or 5 people, not 6, not 3, very important. You're going to talk about one thing, very, very simple. You're going to talk about your short-term goals. September 1st. What am I hoping to achieve by September 1st? Business or life, it's completely up to you. What am I hoping to achieve? What are my goals before September 1st? Very, very simple. You're going to stay standing when you do this. Why? Because energy, body language is really important. And we speak with our bodies. So a little life hack, when you're networking, like this young lady holding a phone and holding a coffee cup, this is really bad networking because you're actually cutting 70% of communication. You're holding something in your hands. Allow your hands to actually move. Your hands actually speak more than your mouth does. You'd be amazed how much people, so if you have a bag, put the bag next to you. Don't worry, no one's going to steal it at Skolkovo. It's good quality people, you know. Don't put money there, but, you know, just try to have at least one hand free if possible. So 4 or 5 people, short-term goals, you're going to stay standing. And when I say stop, your position is to see if you can stop. It's not easy, just to see. Any questions about that? I'm going to give you a small little tip to make it easier for you today. If I say go, and you're like, you're not going to get anywhere in life. Life doesn't come to you, ladies and gentlemen. You need to go in life and take what you want. So if you see people, you take action towards them. Every entrepreneur, every consultant, every coach will tell you, unless you take action, nothing's going to happen in your life. You're going to wake up a year later and complain and blame the government and blame the weather and blame the propka and no money and no time and it's his fault and it's his fault. And then you'll be 50 years old or 60 years old. You'll have a heart attack and you'll die. Okay. Or you try something different. If you're looking for a group of people, just raise your hands and look for other people with their hands up. That's it. That's just for today. Don't go in the Moscow metro saying, networking, da? It's funny, but about 6 months ago, so I was speaking at the Duma, and I asked him, what is networking? You know, что такое networking? And where's my clicker? I had a clicker here before somewhere. So I had this, you know, this one slide, and it was funny, but one woman, people said different things. You know, they gave all these different answers, you know, what is networking and stuff. And one woman said, networking, это networking. Networking is a lot of work, ladies and gentlemen. Managing relationships is the biggest asset and the biggest tool you could ever have. It is more important than money. It is more important, in my opinion, than anything you have, because money you can get from people, health. You can get from people time. You can get from people. The most, my opinion, this is my opinion, the most expensive and valuable asset you have in your life is the way you manage relationships. And this age group, by the way, you could choose to live to 120 or 150. I hope you understand that. Yeah? You could live to 120, 150 easily. Walk around Skolkovo and look for the stem cells, look for what's really going on and making you live longer. So imagine, what kind of relationships do I want to have for the next 100 years? That's cool, all right? I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Are you ready or you have any questions? Есть вопрос? Отлично. 5 minutes, go. Come on, get up. Talk to people. Stand up, short-term goals. Come on, groups. Давай, девушки, давай. Move. Stop video, no video, come on. We're networking in the house here at Startup Village, yeah. Okay, and stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Wow. Come on, amateurs, stop talking. If you're still talking, you're selling. You're not sharing. I'm going to repeat that. If you're still talking, you're selling yourself. You're projecting. People don't want that. people want you to just share. Now, how many of you found that a little bit strange? Okay, let's be honest. Honest question. Do Russians speak about the future, the present, or the past most of the time? The future, the present, or the past? Come on. The past. Yes, Russians speak about the past a lot. Good. Is it positive and great and lessons of life and breakthroughs and I love my life? Or is it difficult and challenging and we've been through tough things and I've had a difficult life? Which one? Usually difficult. If you are positive all the time, молодец, your uncle, you know? But majority of the SNG, past, difficult, negative. What just happened now in 5 minutes? Tell me. I'm going to give you some mints. What happened? Give me results. Let's talk concrete engineering. 1 + 1 = 2. What happened? Yes. You met 5 new people. Good, that's it. One thing. That's it. Catch. Good, what else? Give me something more. Go deeper. Yes. Give me more. Go a little bit deeper. So you know a lot about them in a very short period of time because they actually spoke for 1 minute. But they said very important things. Some of you don't know the goals of your friends. Yeah? Catch. Good. Do I have more of these? Good. Get me more. Yes. Okay, you had an inspiring 5 minutes. So how many of you felt energy going up? Okay, so speaking about the future with other people gets your energy going up. This is me with no sleep last night. Last night, вообще, no sleep at all. No Red Bull, no coffee, nothing, yeah? This is water and a couple of fruits. Good. Can you catch? You're going to try. Good. Nice. More. What happened? Give me concrete, really. Wait. Yes. Okay, so in a very short period of time, you understand people focus in life. Catch. So what happens in many conversations, people talk to each other, and I talk to you about what I want to talk about, and you don't really listen. But if you listen to people what they want to talk about, you understand where there's their focus. And if you know that someone has a focus to go there, you're like, wow, I know how to go there. Or I also want to go there. Let's go there together. This is when you create synergy with people. What else happened? Wow, I got a whole vaza here. This is cool.
Excuse me, can I say? We have spoken not about the past.
He's got a microphone, huh? This is serious. Okay.
We've spoken about the future, the nearest one. And we've spoken not about our experience, we've spoken about our skills and what we will do to achieve our goals.
Okay, did you believe it when you said it?
What I said now?
What you said when you spoke to people about your goals, did you believe them?
Them?
Did you believe your goals?
I'm always believe to my
did
goals.
Did you believe your own goals? So this is, what's your name?
My name is Igor.
Igor.
This is 15 minutes.
Catch this. Igor, you got to work with her. I don't have 15 minutes. You got to catch that. Yeah, I got 30 minutes. Thank you. So very interesting what Igor said, actually, because in many cases, people don't believe their own goals. Many people have goals. Some may be in a book, and the book is under the book, and under the book, and under the book, and it's there. Or many people have goals in their heads. But when you say it to people a few times, you start to really believe them. They become a part of your DNA. Some of you have heard this before, that if you say what you want to the universe will give it to you. But if you say what you want to other people, in many cases, they'll help you. What else happened? 5 minutes. Come on, what else happened? Give me more. This guy really wants to talk. Go. So you gave yourself a commitment. Good, nice. What else? Go a little bit deeper. Come on, please, please, please. Yes. So you understand completely people's industries. You know, what are they? Where are they? Are they here to look for a job? Are they looking for an investor? You can very quickly. Now, you're not going to go around Skolkovo, start a villa and say, hey, what's your goal? Hey, what's your goal? Hey, what's your goal? Okay, thank you. What's your goal? Okay, thank you. But when you're speaking to people, you can ask, it sounds like you're in a very interesting business. What are some of your priorities right now? Or, wow, you're doing 3 different businesses. What are you mostly focused on that gives you the most amount of energy? So you can ask them questions to understand what they want to talk about, what is important for them. Now, for me, networking really comes down to something very simple. It's understanding what sort of a tool. Can you guys go to the next slide? It's understanding what kind of a tool you could be for people. In most cases, when I work a lot with entrepreneurs all over the world, and a lot of young entrepreneurs don't understand what value they have. Because if I would ask you right now, if you were to meet Richard Branson right now, or Igor Rybakov right now, can you add value to them? Can you be valuable to them in 1 minute? This is a skill that you could learn. This is a skill that's very important to develop. How can I be useful to people? And the easiest way to develop this skill is to have a how can I help you mindset. Majority of human beings have a mindset of what do they want from me? It's not funny. Russians have this mindset. When a stranger walks up to you to start a conversation, majority of Russians, this is the Israeli, honest, majority of Russians close up, and in their head, what does this person want from me? What do they have to sell to me? Where's my wallet? Okay, my wallet is okay. Because of history, you are afraid of strangers. And this is a challenge for you because you're not opening up to them. The easiest way to network with people is to help them understand how useful you could be. What are you doing in your life to add value? What are you doing in your life to make a difference? Now, because I grew up as an introvert, I didn't really become a networker. I had to go through a journey. Now, as all entrepreneurs would know, in order to get to a proper journey, you have to fail along the way. You have to make a lot of mistakes. And today I actually have a lot of courses that I teach at universities around the world called Successful Failures in Business. How do you fail in a cool way? And I failed a lot of times. I've opened more than 20 companies in Russia. Anything from mobile apps and e-commerce to retail shops and distribution companies to a bakery, an events company, a tourism company, a recruitment company. Some I closed, some I sold. We had 2 exits. 2 businesses were taken away. Hostile takeover. I love that. This only happened to me in Russia in my life. Hostile. The investor said, это договор, да, спасибо, это бумага туалет, спасибо. And that was really cool experience. Many people will be talking about it like, no, it's his fault. But no, I got back up a week later. I'm like, okay, what am I doing next? That was not supposed to happen. Good. I learned a lot from that experience. Awesome. I opened up a restaurant in 3 months. Opened up retail shops. That was cool experience. What am I supposed to do next? This is why it's a successful failure. Now, this little exercise I just gave you right now would help you understand that whether you think you're an introvert or whether you think you're not very good at networking, you might be labeling yourself. And when I understood I was an introvert, I started researching a lot of different people. What happened to that slide? So I started understanding that there's a lot of fears connected to networking. I started understanding that when it comes to networking, I had all these fears, and I understood that a lot of other people have these fears. But what does it mean if we don't conquer our fears in life, if we don't talk to strangers, if we don't talk to people about our goals? Because in Russia, people don't talk about their goals. Why? Because you're afraid that you won't achieve it. You're afraid that you might look stupid. You're afraid that someone will steal your goals. You're afraid that they'll laugh at you, but it's not true. Look what just happened now in 5 minutes. I showed you. It's not true. If people in your circles right now in your life, they don't believe your goals, they make fun of you, they don't support you, you need to change your circles. And this is a whole other program I could talk to you about, how to actually change people in your circles. And you need to do that when you want to move countries. I've moved countries a few times in my life. Change circles. Move industries. Move from e-commerce to food industry. Move from IT to fashion. You got to change circles. If you want to change anything in your life, you have to change the people around you. And for me, I had to understand how introverts do it. So I started to do all this research. You guys got to help me. Go to the next slide. I had started to do all this research, but who else is an introvert in the world? What other introverts are out there that are successful? Because 4 years ago, I would not get on the stage. No, it was scary for me. Maybe 10 people, 20 people, like in a class. But now I could do 20,000 people, no problem. I do this 100 times a year all over the world. because I understood that I love it. And I understood that I get energy from it. And for me, it's a different level of networking because I'm trying to connect with you. If I've looked at your eyes more than twice, it means you're giving me good energy. I know who's giving me energy right now. Some people are like this, very serious, like playing poker. Okay, what is this American telling me now? I don't understand networking, smart networking. Okay, что это? This is not giving energy. And when you're talking to people, people want to exchange energy, ideas. They want to exchange something with it. They don't want to just share with you and you share nothing back. So when I did all this research, I started understanding there's some amazing people in the world, and you know some of these people. Some of them are dead, but most are alive, that have been super introverts, very open in their book, but they're still able to get up there, and they're still able to connect because they understand the value. Go to the next slide. So I asked myself a very big question a few years ago that helped me understand what kind of networking I need. And it helped me change my mindset when it comes to connecting with people. In many cases, people have fears when it comes to networking, like I showed you. They have internal fears because of self-esteem. They don't know maybe what to say to someone, how to start a conversation. So, you know, when I knew I was going to meet Richard Branson when he came to Moscow, I did my research. I spent some time to network with him before I met him. You could start networking at home. So some of you knew you were going to be here today with me. Some of you don't know me from before. Honestly speaking, how many of you did research on speakers that are going to be here today? Nice, good. Look at the, not enough. For me, the easiest way to build relationships with high net worth individuals, with politicians, with speakers, is to do research on them. Because when I walked into a room, and in front of Richard Branson, there was a few people sitting down, Igor Rybakov, Oscar Hartman, Vadim Lobov, and there was a big amount of people in the room. And I saw that the conversation was very inspiring. It was very beautiful. They saw Richard as a guru, as a mentor. They were asking him questions. But for me, it was really interesting to see if I could engage Richard based on the research that I did. See if I can start a conversation with him. See if I can get his business card before anyone else does, to make sure that he doesn't leave the room before I get his business card. I wanted to also get a photo with him, but I couldn't say, Richard, selfie, пожалуйста. No, I had to use a different technique. What's your technique in getting selfies with celebrities? You have techniques? I said, Richard, my wife just finished reading your book. She's your biggest fan. She's not going to believe I talked to you. Richard is like, hey, let's do a selfie. I'm like, okay, Richard, you know. You asked for my selfie, пожалуйста. Like, you know, you cannot say no. So doing the research in advance is where actually networking can start. Deciding, I want to talk to this person. Can I research what is important for them? What are their goals? I knew that Richard's goal, 2 main goals in Russia, not to talk. He had 2 goals. 1, launch Virgin phone in Russia. Number 2, launch Virgin airline, Moscow, London. He had those goals. No one in that room was talking to him about his goals. I did. And then I sat down. And then he gave me his business card within a couple of minutes. Because I knew what he wanted to talk about. And I knew that I could help because that's my mindset. I know I can help anyone in this room. It's easy for me to help you raise money and find a job and find a partner and find passion and find a business strategy. It's easy for me. I don't have time to do it with everyone. So I choose. I run mastermind groups. Who here is in a mastermind group? No, серьезно? 1. Well, I know you. 2. No, that's a problem, ladies and gentlemen. No. Seriously, take this as one note. Research mastermind groups and join one or create one. This is, like, серьезно, this is your number 1 goal from today. Forget everything else I said. A mastermind group is all about the collective genius. It's all about a group of people that come together. It's not a business club. Business club, это другой. This is, let's do business. In a mastermind, you do not do business. You help each other. You mentor each other. You guide each other. You share stories and experiences. I run masterminds all over the world. Tomorrow, well, tonight I'm flying out to Portugal. I don't know if you know Mind Valley. I'm facilitating a 300 people mastermind, splitting them up into groups based on what they want to achieve, dealing with their cases right away. Imagine walking to a group of people and within 2 hours you resolved your top 5 problems. Within 2 hours, your top 5 problems in business or not, you resolved. Imagine that. Those are mastermind groups. If you need any free content on Mastermind, just reach out to me. You can talk to I have a team here. Can you raise your hand? Masha, where are you? I don't know where Masha is. Masha is somewhere else in the room. So you could stand up and say hi to them. So you could speak to Evgenia. She'll say hi. And Masha is there. Masha, raise your hand and say Masha is right there behind you guys. You guys can talk to her if you want to know about I'll give you free content, please. This is one of my biggest gifts to Russia is networking. Please study this. Forget studying it for me if you don't want to. I'm just one guy. I have a lot of problems in my life. I'm not perfect. I don't do everything right. I'm not the best networker in the world. I'm not the best businessman in the world. I try to be a good husband. I do my best to be a good father. I do my best to be a good boss, but it's not easy. I'm doing my best in life. But I know that you need networking skills. You really, really do, because I love this country and you deserve to know something that many of you don't do. And masterminding is the way to use networking, basically as an alternative to conversations. Let me show you how to get over some of these myths. Can you guys go to the next slide? So there's all these myths that people keep on thinking about, all these things that would work against me. And one of the biggest questions and fears that people have is this fear of public speaking, of talking to people. Let me show you how in 3 seconds you can get over any fear of talking to another individual. Interesting? Who's interested? 3 seconds. Good. Stand up. Stand up quickly. Energy. No. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. It's like, no. If someone tells you to stand up and you have a little bit, okay, let's go. I'm ready. Seriously, stand up. Like, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very, very serious with you. The ones who are saying you should have done this, like you're standing, you're like, just do something. So we're going to do 2 things right now. Can I experiment with you? It's okay? Okay, experiment number 1 is energy. Who here needs energy? Okay, so energy is very important. Who here is interested where I get my energy? Yeah, I get my energy from 2 places. I'm going to give you these 2 tips. They work every single day of your life all the time. Do you know what is a batut? I have a small batut at home. Very cool. You go to like Sportmaster or something. Small one, yeah? So what we're going to just do for 30 seconds right now, and some people are like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm sitting down. What the batuch? Try this for just 30 seconds, okay? Not too high. Do this. Say hi to Tony Robbins. This is cool. Come on. Это хорошо, да, чуть-чуть, почему нет? Да. IT guys, Toja, come on. AV guys. Yo, what's happened? Your leg is broken? Hey, yo. Stand up, come on, up. No, нет. Да. Почему нет? No, серьезно. Okay, so that was 30 seconds. How many people feel energy? Now, if you're wearing a 3-piece suit, don't jump too much because it's hot. But if you're about to walk into a meeting, if you're about to go into a negotiation, if you're about to go on a date, if you're going to go and pitch a startup to investors, go in the toilet and jump for 30 seconds. That's not funny. Everything wakes up. Now, today, I can't stand in the back and jump because you guys might think I'm crazy. But today, I can walk in a specific way where I'm jumping. I'm moving my body all the time. Trick number 2, stay standing. If you're not standing, get out of the room. If you're sitting down, get out. Leave, man. Leave. Get out of the room, seriously. Why are you not standing up? Seriously. No, нет. Я rebel. No, okay, yeah. Okay, good. So this is what we're going to try to do for 30 seconds. For 30 seconds, I'd like you to be completely quiet. For 30 seconds, I'm going to ask you to not say any words. No words whatsoever. People in the back, go shh to them. Say shh. Один, два, три. Один, два, три. No, come on, еще раз. Один, два, три. Отлично. For 30 seconds, I want you to try something that people don't do, especially in the metro. They don't do this. Without using any words, I want you to compliment people around you. Only in your head. Just think it. Not one person for 30 seconds because they think you're crazy. You can look around the room. You can move if you want to. You could just look. Don't just do this. Nice shoes, nice shoes, nice shoes, nice shoes, okay? And don't do nice shirt, nice shirt, nice shirt, nice shirt, nice shirt. No. Try to be creative. Try. Just for 30 seconds. That's it. And then I want to ask you, what actually happened? Results. Engineering, yeah? Results, action, what happened? Okay, 30 seconds, no words. Shh. Go. Just quiet compliments. Shh. No words. Shh. Okay. What just happened? Let's be very specific. We're people that want results, right? Russians don't want water. They don't want blah, blah, blah. Tell me what specifically happened in 30 seconds that could be measurable and could be repeated. Yeah? It's like a science, a science experiment. I like experimenting on people. Yes. Eye contact, very good. Russians don't do enough eye contact except when a woman is trying to pick up a man at a club. Yes. Smiling, so this is very interesting. Not everybody was smiling because some people are like, no, I'm not gonna smile. I'm a serious Russian man, no. Do you usually smile at strangers? Yes. Да, конечно, the ангел, yeah, yes, 2-3 ангел. Do Russians usually smile at strangers? Let's be open here, guys. Yes or no? Thank you. Again, I'm being honest. If you think I'm an asshole, I don't care. You're not paying me money. People pay me a lot of money to kick their ass and be an asshole with them. Right now, you're not. So I'm allowed to say anything I want. Catch. Good. Oops. Sorry, camera. Извините, пожалуйста. Да, извините. Да, what happened? What do you mean positive? You felt positive emotions? Wow. Is that a good thing? Can you do it every morning in the metro? No, but think about it. Think about it. Who takes the metro? I like the Moscow Metro. It's the #1 in the world, by the way. #1 in the world. Every time you go in the metro, say, thank you, I'm in Russia. It's working, it's clean, oh my God, серьезно. You know when you go up in the metro to go to the city and people are going down, they look like they're going to a funeral. Look at them and compliment them. Just compliment them. When you get to the top, you're going to feel energy. You just changed the world. If you're stuck in traffic, look at those people. Because most of them are like, traffic, yeah. What else happened? Yes? Okay, so we actually look for positive details. In general, in life, when people are looking at people all over the world, we don't see positive details. The animal inside of us creates barriers. We make them seem strange and different because our parents told us, don't speak to strangers, don't speak to strangers, don't speak to strangers. But that's bullshit. Speak to strangers. It's so good. It's so important that you disconnect from this mindset of a stranger is dangerous, a stranger is not dangerous. Don't give a stranger your wallet right away, but help a stranger out. Ask them a good question. Talk to them. Anything else? What else? Yes? You have energy. Nice. So this is what I did. From the first second I walked up here, the only reason I'm looking at so many of you is because I need energy. No sleep last night, ladies and gentlemen. I need energy. And I'm not sucking your energy, I'm exchanging energy with you very, very quickly. I've learned how to do this and I teach people how to exchange energy quickly. So I've complimented you. I've looked at your dresses and your earrings and your hair and your beautiful faces, both the men and the women. I looked for detail, positive detail, and it gives me a lot of energy because I know you're amazing people. That's my mindset. And I've had to switch my mindset. It's reprogramming. What else happened? Yeah. Interesting. So you actually identify 5 people that you now have this magnetic power to connect with. Do you know what is the #1 magnet in the world? Anybody? No, your heart. Your heart, ladies and gentlemen. The issue is most Russians walk around with a very protected heart. Because of your history and your culture, you are protecting your heart from getting hurt, from being cheated. However, in 30 seconds, you opened your heart and you saw results. If you didn't see results, that's okay. You don't learn how to play the piano in one day. I only had 45 minutes with you. I only gave you 30 seconds. Try to do it for a few minutes every day for the next 7 days. If it doesn't work, send me a message on Instagram, Gil, you are stupid. Or, Gil, thank you, this is the results I have. Try it today. Try it tomorrow and see how people react. Can you go to the last slide? The last. Let's just say, show slide. Next. I don't have time to talk to you guys about any of this. I'm going to be here for a while today because today was not really a plan of to show you a presentation. Today was a plan to see if I can get you to see something that people don't see. If I can get you to try something like sharing your goals or complimenting strangers, which is very good to do in this place. Once you learn how to compliment people from your heart, at one stage you could learn to compliment people vocally. Because I know, again, in Russia, people think, if I compliment you, you will think I want something from you. No, that's what your parents taught you. Your parents are wrong with many, many things. You need to disconnect from things that you've learned when you were a child and understand that networking is the only one skill that you must continuously develop in life. Building relationships, adding value to these relationships. You need to deposit money into the networking bank because when you need help, the networking bank has credit. The networking bank will help you back. And it's something I've written a book about, and you were very, very active today, so that was cool. And who else was very active? You were very nice and active. That was very, very cool. I like that. Come on, give it to her. And you liked, this is really cool. You were very nice. So this is follow-up strategy. This is understand how to connect with any stranger in the world and turn them into something. It's not overnight. It takes time. Into anything. A wife, a husband, a business partner, a mentor, a client, an investor, anything. Turn them into anything. You do that because you did your research on me. And who wants networking at events? She raised her hands first. She was fast, like fast as fast. So this basically gives you the A to Z of how to network at an event. For me, I love doing this. It's my passion in life. It's my mission in life to help people understand this magic that some people will call networking. Some will call it actually, human frequencies in the way we actually connect. You call it sviazi. It's a lot deeper than just sviazi. I'd love to stay in touch with you. I'm going to be in the back if you have any questions for me today. And I wish you all the best of luck networking today. Thank you.